Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 2 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the beautiful twin flame soul messages and the love messages from your twin flame, both by Soulmates Twin Flames Inc. So what does your person want you to know today from their heart? And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. One card flying out there. What does your person want you to know today? What's on their mind? What's on their mind? One card flew out there. So again, not many cards coming out of this big deck, Luke. Look how big the deck is, because there's a very clear message coming through. So what about with this deck? What do they want to say? Wow, flying out. Very clear, quick, precise messages today, because they're just flying out super quick. So the first message today is, I'm willing to sacrifice anything and everything to be with you. Wow. So what that means is whatever they are challenged by, they're going to deal with it. They're going to sort it out. Whatever they are struggling with, they're already making plans to process things and make decisions and find solutions. I am willing to change. I'm willing to sacrifice anything and everything. That means a situation they're in. It could be their home, their job, financial stuff, a karmic partner. They're willing to let go of things they've currently been holding on to be with you, because they are finally recognizing and realizing just how important you actually are. And it's more important that they sacrifice things they already have than end up losing you by holding on to things they don't need. So they're realizing that you're more important than anything and anyone, anything and everything. And they want you to know that. I'm going to change. I'm going to deal with it. I'm willing to sacrifice because I need to be with you. So this is them making the required changes. Ours is a love that knows no limits. So this is reminding you to have faith. It's reminding you to trust. It's reminding you, the divine feminine, to remember there is always a plan. And part of that plan is for you to learn how to surrender, to trust the process, and to give it to God, because after all, this is an unconditional love. And unconditional love can't be controlled. It can't be demanded of. It needs to be respected. And remember that love does not demand its own way. It does not hold records of wrongs. Love forgives. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is gentle. And what your person is saying to you is, I'm willing to sacrifice all the things that I've been holding on to, because our love is something special. It's soul level special, and our love knows no limits. That's why we keep returning to each other. That means no matter how much time goes by, no matter what distance is between you, no matter who else seems to be in the way, you keep coming back to each other because you truly belong. All paths lead home. The universe is always creating the way. But remember, you grow, evolve, and transform together and separately so much on this journey. I just don't feel good enough for you yet. So there's still things they are working on, still things they're tweaking about themselves to be able to feel good enough for you, their own self-worth issues. And you will be healing your own triggers too. Things that you're healing within yourself to feel valuable enough, to feel worthy enough, to feel trusting enough. So this can also be a mirrored energy. You may also be seeing mirrored numbers right now, like 1221 or 1331. Or if you're seeing the 1111, you're being reminded with that number to believe. Remember, that's the big message that's been coming through, to believe, to have faith, to trust, to understand that if they aren't moving forward, it's not because they don't want to. They absolutely do. They're just not quite there yet. I don't feel good enough for you yet, and I'm working out what to do, because I am willing to sacrifice everything and anything to be with you, because our love is powerful. It knows no limits. It will prevail. I never meant to reject you. So they are letting you know this. They never meant to reject you. Remember, rejection is actually a redirection. We learn that along the way. So when we get rejected, the ego takes it personally. The ego goes into shock and pain, and it starts doubting everything. Doubting the self. What's wrong with me? Is it something I've done? Is it something I could have changed or done differently? And they weren't actually rejecting you. They were rejecting their own soul and their own self. Because they're saying to you, my heart was saying yes to you and yes to us, but the fear in me, my ego, was just too overwhelming. So I pushed you away. But I was really pushing away my own soul, my own self, my own heart. I never meant to push you away. So remember, when you feel rejected in any way, whether it's from your person, maybe it's from a new job you're wanting, even a home or something else, it's never anything to take personally, because you're being protected in that moment. You're just being redirected to something new, something that's better for you. And at that time when your person rejected you, it wasn't the right time. They wouldn't have been able to give their heart to you in that moment because they were overwhelmed by fear. So you were rejected by heaven to a redirection. So when you do come together, your person will be able to give you their heart because they've been working on healing their heart. So this is a huge sign that you're understanding that rejection is a redirection. Just like you understand on this journey that you're always being protected, just like in separation, it's a preparation. In separation, you learn to give back to yourself. You learn to have faith. You learn to reconnect with God. You learn to trust the journey and connect with them through the spiritual realm, understanding it's more than just a physical connection. You learn to become telepathic. You learn to work on your psychic abilities. Lots of you work on service and find a new career or a new opportunity for something more in your life. So everything is directing you to the good, to the blessings, to the magic. And that's what you're being reminded too. And they're saying they're sorry they lied to you. So these are all the reasons why they held themselves back and they weren't willing before to sacrifice things because it was the fear that was in the way. I'm sorry I lied to you, denied our love, pretending it wasn't happening. I felt trapped. I felt trapped in my own head, my own fear. I felt trapped in my own body. I felt trapped in a karmic situation. I felt trapped in this marriage or this job, this addiction, this codependent behavior. I felt like there was no way out. It was all just too intense. So they were apologizing for the past, for the way they held themselves back from being with you. And they are going to make up for this now. This is the energy. The energy is shifting. Things are turning around. I'm sorry I lied to you. And I've actually got the blinds down when I'm doing this reading, and someone's just walked past. I can only see the feet with red trainers on. So I can see someone with red trainers on. So I feel that's a message for someone watching. If your person wears red trainers or if they suddenly turn up with them, that's going to be a sign as well. Moving forward. And red is also connected with action. It's connected with fire and action. So this person could also be a fire sign that you're connecting with those red trainers. But I'm also connecting with fire energy. I'm connecting with action, movement, shifts and change. So don't worry if your person isn't a fire sign and they don't wear red trainers. That's a message for someone like watching specifically there. But that's also a message about action and fire, movement, passion, desire. And also that they can get angry with themselves. And I feel they're angry with themselves because they've lied to you in the past. They've denied the feelings. It's not like they've told huge lies. You may have felt that way, but they were trying to protect the heart. They were wearing a mask. It wasn't real. So they're asking for your forgiveness today. And they're saying, I'm facing my shadows. I'm facing my shadow self because now I know and understand where I've gone wrong in the past. And now I'm understanding that I am willing to sacrifice anything and everything to be with you because our love is beyond time and space. Our love is limitless. Our love is amazing and powerful and something I've never experienced before. Our love is true and real. So they're saying, I'm willing to sacrifice anything and everything to be with you. So I'm facing my shadows. I'm facing my shadows to feel good enough for you. Because I'm facing my shadows, I'm realizing that I still don't feel good enough yet. And that's something I have to work on. That's nothing you're doing wrong. It's something I'm doing wrong because you're doing everything right. So I need to look at my own life and my own self and recognize why I don't feel good enough. Why don't I feel valuable enough? Why am I feeling like I don't deserve you? That there's someone else better for you out there? Because I'm not good for you. Why? Why am I feeling that way? These are the things they are facing. And they're also facing their lives that they are trapped in. Remember, we're trapped in the mind. We're never really trapped ever, no matter what the situation. It's the ego. You know, we always have a choice. We can choose the light side or the dark side. We can choose the negative or the positive, the right or the wrong. We always have a choice. So they're realizing now they do have a choice. And that's why they're saying to you, I'm choosing now to come back to you. I'm choosing our love because it knows no limits. I'm choosing to sacrifice things to be with you because you are worth it, and so am I. I'm realising that the only thing I've ever sacrificed is my own happiness, and that's caused me immense pain over the years, and it's caused me immense pain recently, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm willing to change, and to do that, I'm facing my shadows. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.